How many of you have ever wondered, why isn't my life going the way I planned? Maybe you're stuck in a situation where nothing seems to make sense and you're questioning if there's even a plan for you at all. Let me tell you something. There is a plan, and it's bigger and more extraordinary than anything you could imagine. But here's the kicker. Sometimes it's not about understanding every twist and turn. Sometimes it's about trusting that there's a force greater than you guiding you even when the path feels unclear. Now, I want you to imagine this. What if every setback, every detour, and every challenge wasn't happening to you, but happening for you? What if the very thing you're resisting is the doorway to your greatest growth? Today, we're going to dig deep. We're going to challenge the way you look at your struggles, your purpose, and the way you walk through life. Because here's the truth. Your life isn't random. It's divinely guided. And when you understand how to align with that guidance, everything changes. So buckle up, because we're about to light a fire in your soul. God's guidance often comes through unexpected people and situations. This truth can be both humbling and life-changing when we truly embrace it. We live in a world where many of us seek clear, direct answers to our problems. Something tangible, something obvious. But more often than not, the divine plan unfolds in ways that catch us by surprise, in moments and interactions we might otherwise overlook. This is the beauty of how God works. He doesn't limit himself to the predictable. Instead, he uses the unexpected to remind us that life is far greater than our own understanding. God uses the people around us as instruments of his plan. Sometimes it's the person you least expect who delivers the message or the solution you need. It might be a coworker, a neighbor, or even a passing acquaintance. Other times, it's someone you've taken for granted, your family member or close friend, who becomes the voice of reason, offering wisdom you hadn't considered. One of the reasons divine guidance can feel so unexpected is that it often comes during times of vulnerability. When we're in control, we tend to rely on our own strength and resources, but when life feels uncertain, when we're faced with challenges that push us beyond our limits, that's when we're most open to receiving help. In those moments, God's guidance becomes clear because we've finally let go of the illusion that we have all the answers. Growth doesn't happen in comfort. It's the challenges, the moments that stretch us, test us, and even break us that shape who we are. When life doesn't go according to plan, it forces us to adapt, to dig deeper, and to find strength we didn't know we had. These moments push us to evolve, to step into a higher version of ourselves. And while it's not always easy to see in the moment, challenges often reveal a purpose far greater than the immediate pain or frustration. But the growth that comes from challenges isn't just about personal strength. It's also about perspective. When we face difficulties, we're often forced to question our assumptions, our priorities, and our values. These moments invite us to reevaluate what truly matters and to align ourselves with a purpose greater than our own desires. In this way, challenges become opportunities to reconnect with God's plan for our lives. Sometimes the growth we experience during setbacks isn't immediately visible. It might take months or even years to understand the full impact of what we've been through, but trust that every challenge has a purpose, even if that purpose isn't clear right away. God uses these moments to prepare us for the next chapter of our lives, to equip us with the tools and insights we'll need for the journey ahead. And the more we focus on what this situation teaches us and shows us about who we are, when we embrace challenges as opportunities for growth, we stop seeing them as punishments or failures. Instead, we recognize them as part of the divine process, a necessary step in becoming the person we're meant to be. This shift in perspective doesn't make the pain disappear, but it does give us hope. It reminds us that even in our darkest moments, we're being guided towards something greater. Trusting the process is essential, even when the path is unclear. Life has a way of throwing us into situations where we feel uncertain, lost, or completely out of control. In those moments, it's easy to doubt ourselves, to question whether we're on the right path, or to wonder why things aren't going the way we planned. But the truth is, growth and transformation rarely follow a straight, predictable line. They happen in the detours, the delays, and the moments that feel like setbacks. Trusting the process means letting go of the need to know every step ahead and believing that, even in uncertainty, you are being guided towards something greater. One of the hardest parts of trusting the process is surrendering control. As human beings, we're wired to seek certainty and answers. We want to map out our futures, plan every detail, and avoid surprises. But life doesn't work that way, and neither does divine guidance. Sometimes the path unfolds one step at a time. You take the next right action, and only after you've done so does the next step reveal itself. It's a dance between faith and action, between letting go and moving forward. When you trust the process, you give yourself permission to focus on the present moment. You stop worrying about the destination and start appreciating the journey. You begin to see that every step, no matter how small, is part of a greater plan. Trusting the process isn't just about having faith in the future. It's about having faith in yourself and the work you're doing right now. It's about showing up, even when you're not sure what lies ahead, and trusting that the effort you're putting in will bear fruit in time. Listening to your inner voice is an essential part of this journey. That inner voice, that quiet whisper that nudges you in certain directions, is often how divine guidance communicates with you. In a world that's filled with noise, opinions, expectations, and distractions, it's easy to lose touch with this voice. But if you want to align yourself with the path that's meant for you, you must learn to tune in. Listening to your inner voice requires courage. Sometimes the guidance it offers might go against logic or what others expect of you. It might ask you to take risks, step outside your comfort zone, or make difficult choices. This can be scary, especially when the path ahead isn't clear. But your inner voice is connected to something greater than yourself. It sees the bigger picture, the one you can't always see. Trusting it means trusting that you're being guided toward what's best for you. Your inner voice also plays a crucial role in helping you navigate challenges. When faced with difficult decisions or moments of uncertainty, it can serve as your compass, pointing you in the right direction. But to rely on it, you must learn to differentiate between your inner voice and the voice of fear. Fear is loud, urgent, and often rooted in past experiences or future anxieties. Your inner voice, on the other hand, is calm and steady. It doesn't rush you, it simply guides you. Listening to your inner voice doesn't mean you'll always have all the answers. There will still be moments of doubt, confusion, and uncertainty. But when you cultivate this connection, you'll find it easier to trust yourself and the decisions you make. You'll begin to recognize the signs and nudges that are guiding you, and you'll feel a sense of peace, even in the midst of chaos. When you combine trust in the process with listening to your inner voice, you create a powerful foundation for living a life that's aligned with your true purpose. These principles work hand in hand, guiding you through the ups and downs of life and helping you navigate the challenges and opportunities that come your way. Together, they remind you that you're never alone on this journey and that every step you take is part of a greater plan. Faith requires action, not just belief. It's one thing to have faith, to trust that things will work out, and to believe in a higher power guiding your life. But faith without action is like having a car without fuel. It doesn't move you forward. True faith is active. It's dynamic. It's about taking steps, even when you don't have all the answers, even when the outcome is uncertain, and even when fear tries to paralyze you. Faith isn't about sitting back and waiting for miracles to happen. It's about stepping forward and creating space for those miracles to unfold. When you think about faith, it's easy to picture something passive, praying, hoping, and trusting that everything will fall into place. But faith is a partnership. It's a collaboration between you and the divine. It's about doing your part while trusting that God will meet you halfway. It's about planting seeds, watering them, and trusting that the sun and soil will do their job. You can't just stand there and expect the field to grow without taking action. Consider the story of someone starting a new business. They might have a vision of success, a belief that they're meant to pursue this path, and a dream of making an impact. But without taking the first step, writing a plan, making a call, or building their product, that vision remains just a dream. Faith is what gives them the courage to take that first step. It's the belief that their efforts will pay off, even if they can't see the full picture yet. When you act on faith, you open yourself up to possibilities that might have seemed impossible before. The universe responds to action. When you take a step forward, doors begin to open, opportunities appear, and things start to fall into place. It's not because of coincidence, it's because your action signals to the world and to God that you're ready. You're ready to show up, to do the work, and to receive the blessings that are meant for you. Faith in action isn't about perfection. It's not about getting everything right or never making mistakes. It's about showing up, trying, and giving your best even when the odds seem stacked against you. It's about believing that your efforts matter and that they're leading you towards something meaningful. It's about taking responsibility for your life and choosing to be an active participant in your journey. Action rooted in faith is what transforms dreams into reality. It's what takes your vision from an idea in your mind to something tangible and real. It's what allows you to move forward even when you can't see the whole path. It's what gives you the strength to keep going, to rise after every fall, and to trust that every step is taking you closer to where you're meant to be. Serving others aligns you with a higher purpose. When you shift your focus from what you can gain to how you can give, something profound happens. You begin to feel a deeper connection to the world around you and to the people in it. Serving others isn't just about helping, it's about creating meaning. It allows you to tap into a sense of fulfillment that can't be found in personal achievement alone. Through service, you realize that your life is part of something bigger, that your actions have the power to make a difference no matter how small. Every act of service, whether grand or simple, creates a ripple effect. It inspires, heals, and reminds others that they're not alone. Detours in life often lead to greater destinations. There are moments when plans fall apart and the path you thought was clear suddenly disappears. These detours can feel frustrating, even devastating, but they often carry hidden opportunities. They force you to rethink, to explore new directions, and to uncover strengths you didn't know you had. Detours teach you patience and resilience, reminding you that life's journey is rarely linear. The unexpected turns often lead to growth, new connections, and experiences that enrich your life in ways you couldn't have planned. What feels like a setback might just be the redirection. Gratitude is the gateway to abundance. When you focus on what you have rather than what you lack, you shift your entire perspective. Gratitude isn't just a fleeting emotion, it's a practice that rewires your mindset. It allows you to see the blessings in your life, even in challenging times. By acknowledging the good, no matter how small, you open yourself to more positivity, opportunities, and connection. Gratitude creates a cycle. What you focus on grows. The more you appreciate, the more you attract experiences that amplify that feeling. It's not about ignoring struggles, but about finding the silver linings and embracing the lessons they bring. Challenges are opportunities for growth. They test your strength, resilience, and commitment to your path. While it's tempting to avoid discomfort, it's through facing challenges that you unlock your potential. Each obstacle presents a chance to learn, adapt, and emerge stronger. Challenges force you to innovate and push beyond limits you thought were unmovable. They shape your character and prepare you for the bigger victories ahead. Instead of resisting them, embracing challenges with an open heart transforms adversity into a stepping stone for success. Patience is a powerful force that teaches you to trust in the timing of your life. In a world where everything seems to move faster and instant gratification is the norm, patience is often overlooked. Yet it is in patience that you find clarity, wisdom, and the ability to align with a deeper purpose. Patience isn't passive, it's active. It's the conscious decision to wait, to endure, and to believe in the process, even when results aren't immediate. It's understanding that the most meaningful outcomes take time to unfold, and rushing the process often leads to incomplete results or missed opportunities. Practicing patience requires a shift in perspective. It's about seeing delays not as obstacles, but as opportunities to prepare, to reflect, and to learn. When things don't happen as quickly as you'd like, it's easy to become frustrated or discouraged. But patience allows you to step back, take a deep breath, and trust that there's a reason for the delay. Sometimes the timing isn't right because you're not yet ready for what you're seeking. The delay might be giving you time to build the skills, strength, or mindset you need to fully embrace what's ahead. Creativity flourishes in the presence of patience. When you're patient, you give yourself the time and space to explore, to experiment, and to let ideas develop naturally. Creativity isn't something that can be forced or rushed. It requires moments of stillness, of allowing inspiration to flow. Patience enables you to embrace the creative process, to work through challenges without giving up, and to see projects through to completion, even when progress feels slow or uncertain. In the pursuit of personal and professional goals, patience is a key ingredient for success. It's easy to get caught up in the desire for quick wins or immediate results, but lasting success is rarely built overnight. It's the product of consistent effort, perseverance, and the willingness to stay the course, even when the journey is long. Patience allows you to focus on the big picture, to stay committed to your vision, and to trust that the steps you're taking today are leading you closer to your goals. When you embrace patience, you also learn to appreciate the present moment. So often, the rush to achieve or the longing for the future can distract you from the beauty and opportunities of today. Patience grounds you in the here and now, reminding you to savor each step of the journey. It teaches you that fulfillment isn't just found in reaching your destination, but in the experiences, lessons, and growth you encounter along the way. Patience requires practice and self-awareness. It's not always easy to stay patient, especially in moments of frustration, disappointment, or uncertainty. But each time you choose patience, you strengthen your ability to remain calm, centered, and focused. Over time, patience becomes a habit, a mindset that allows you to approach life with greater ease and grace. It becomes a source of strength, enabling you to navigate challenges, seize opportunities, and move forward with confidence and trust. Life isn't about having all the answers or controlling every outcome. It's about surrendering to a higher plan and showing up with courage, faith, and resilience. It's about recognizing that every detour has a purpose, every challenge is a teacher, and every single one of you has the power to create meaning in your journey. But remember this, faith without action is just wishful thinking. It's time to take ownership, to step into your power, and to start living as if the divine is guiding every move you make. Because it is. You're not alone, and you're not here by accident. You're here because you're meant to be part of something bigger. Now, I'm going to leave you with one question that I want to echo in your heart as you walk out of here today. What if everything happening in your life right now is preparing you for the life you were born to live? Go out there and own it. Trust the process, take bold action, and live with faith that the best is yet to come. Because you're not just living a life, you're living a story, and it's up to you to make it one worth telling. If this message hit home, don't forget to subscribe to Motivate Track for more insights, inspiration, and tools to keep you moving forward. Let's go.